Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Smoking Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive. And the man he'll be facing, it's Roy Jones Jr., 91 kilos on the button. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
He is Smoking Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smoking Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. They ring the bell, and here we go. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And he scores with the counter. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knock. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the pit?
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Well, he's firing back now. Sometimes offense can be your best defense. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It appears he's out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you, one clean punch, and down goes Jones Jr. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Suck it up. Get your switched on. Listen to me.
Breathe. Listen to me. You're not tired. You're acting like a gym. How much work have you put in the gym? All your training you've done, all your sacrifices you've done. Come on. You're not tired at all. You'll get your second win back out there. Just go out there now. Tired at all. You get your second win back out there. Just go out more. Just have a small round. Go out there, box him, get you. Trying to bomb him out and tiring yourself out even more. Just have a smart round. Stay confident. Come on. Take the minute. Get your breath back. Listen, after that, don't worry about it. Stay focused and stay confident. Come on.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
So much work in camp. Come on.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very...
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend?
That's it. Body then head. Body then head. Keep on top of it.
Just one punch away from turning his fortunes around.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble.
Oh, get your head back. Get your head
And it appears he weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
He's gone.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Roy Jones. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's it now. Breathe. Just get going. Just stay focused. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't be looking over one shot at a time. Set him up. But you take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise they'll see it. Jab. And don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of it. It's working nice. Oh, 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't get shots. Keep smart. Don't be looking.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Still landing the power shots. Oh, he's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Do you believe it? Down goes Joe Frazier. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So he's up in the corner, has the white towel. Are they going to throw it and stop this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Every time they throw a shot, can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just get. You've got to be smart. Otherwise, they'll see it and they'll ride it out. Go out there and be beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Keep doing what you're doing. You get to up here and you start timing it. So just keep putting on the end of the jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start. He's shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got. Yeah. Great. Just stay focused. Don't finish it. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the working nice. Does 1-2 straight down. Then you can't miss him. Great. Good work there. The jabs are working nice. Those 1-2.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
You were smart. You will fight. Great round. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a player. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because...
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. He settled back in, but needs to play some defense.
What?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Suck it up. Get your head switched on. Listen to me. Relax and breathe. Listen to me. You're not tired. You're acting at the gym. How much work have you put in the gym? All your training you've done. All your sacrifices you've done. Come on. You're not tired at all. You get your second win back out there. Just go out there now. Tired at all. You get your second win back out there. Just go out for even more. Just have a small round. Go out there boxing. Get your... Gotta bomb him out and tiring yourself out even more. Just have a smart round. Stay confident. Come on. Take the minute. Get your breath back. Listen, after that, don't worry about it. Stay focused and...
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Switched on. Listen, you're not tired. You think you're tired, but you're not tired. You've done so much work in camp. Come on.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the...
Pensacola's finest is down. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect.